good evening, everyone. This is Rhea Nayudu, and today we will be having a conversation with a very special guest. And she is a mom, a special mom, and she is in the Star Moms group. She's mom to a very special child, which you'll come to know later. And today we'll be talking about Abhilasha, like about her journey. Also, you'll get to know more about what all she's into. I'll invite Abhilasha on the screen. Hi, Abhilasha.
Hello, thank you. Thank you so much, Ria,
Uh,
for this opportunity and introducing me. So, as you said, that yes, I am a special mom of a teenager girl, and she has autism spectrum disorder. It's been a long journey, but so far, I would say that I am very proud of my journey and whatever I have learned. It has been a great learning experience for me. And
mm,
for my daughter and me, both of us wouldn't be here if she wouldn't have been autistic. So her autism is her superpower, and it's a kind of given me inspiration to become a person what I am today, and I'm
mm.
very glad about that. No doubt about it. Yeah.
Also, like, tell us about your journey. How, like, where are you from? Like, basically, you are based out of.
Yeah, so
Uh,
basically, I am from Bihar, Jharkhand. I would say both states. Uh,
mhm.
but most of my life, I have lived in Bangalore, beautiful Bangalore city. And
Yes.
my daughter was born there. And it's a lovely place to live for sure. I would say that. I think everyone will agree with me because of the climate
Mm.
Bangalore has.
Yeah.
Recently moved to Pune. Pune is
Mm.
also a very pleasant city to live. Um,
Yeah.
uh, what I have experienced initially, it was hard because long time ago, autism or special education, special needs, these were little words were with taboo, right? Right, like
Mm.
we wanted to hear those words.
So you're
Nobody,
talking about like
yeah,
15 years,
right, right.
yeah, 15 years.
Yes, a long time ago, really.
Mm.
So even I was very scared, and like I actually watched. I was watching a news program. I think there was a segment, and the way the anchor was showing things, somewhere it just hit me that probably my daughter has something like this, and you have that gut feeling that tells
Mm.
that it
So
is.
what were the signs which you
She
saw and you
verbally
thought like,
she wasn't verbally responsive, though her physical milestones were achieved all on time. So everyone around us, parents or anyone, they all used to tell us that you just have some patience, everything will be fine, like how a lot of the times this happens.
yes,
So
yes.
I was also thinking that okay, it will happen, but I was anxious. I have to admit that I was very anxious as a young mother, and I was mother for the first time and no experience. And
Mm.
that I just wanted that everyone should be correct on this and
Mm.
be wrong with this intention. So
Yes.
um, it was just, I won't say sadly now. Now I won't say it was, but it was hard, no doubt.
Mm.
It was very hard because, and therapists at that time uh, were also not up to the mark. Maybe I was expecting more, but they were more into instructing and teaching us
Mm.
things instead of, helping my child.
Mm.
I haven't never been a fan of therapy and therapy process because they don't really,
Mm.
to me, it is more like, pretending to help you, not really a help, to be very honest. A lot of parents and everyone thinks
Mm.
probably this is a very good way to help our children, but in my opinion, it's not. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of things. I taught her, and by God's grace, she was a good learner, except for her verbal, consistency. I think verbally she is
Mm.
not very strong.
Okay.
But
Okay.
apart from that, she has, she understands well and she does everything. She can speak for herself,
Mm.
needs, and whatever she doesn't like, or those kind of things she can. But yeah, then she turned to be epileptic in her early teens.
Okay.
That was another struggle for her.
Yeah, that is also like for autism and this
Yeah.
epilepsy, they
She
are like,
feels they are, they are more vulnerable for susceptible
mm,
for this. But whatever God gives you, whatever is sent to you, but it was harder. It was harder for me as a mother because I was even more anxious because, after a while, it was like anytime anything can happen, anytime she can, get into a seizure. So it was
mm,
really scary. Despite medication, it wasn't stopping. I will, give credit to Dr. Bhushan Joshi in Manipal here in Pune.
mm,
Actually, he has been able to control the seizure for now. For sure, it's been good number of months, and God bless
mm.
that
Okay.
he's for now it is better. She's
Mm. It's in control, yeah, I
yeah,
should
it is
say.
under control for sure.
And like she is on some medication or
So, for just for seizures, of course,
yeah, you
she
have to
is
take it.
under medication because without that, I don't think that it can be
Mm.
at all. So, but yeah, it is working fine for now, and I really hope and pray that things.
Sorry, I didn't ask her name. What is her
My
name? Your
daughter
daughter's name? I'm sorry.
Aditri, first
Adit.
goddess. It literally means first
Okay.
goddess because she was. So that's why I named her Aditri.
Yeah, it's beautiful name, Aditri. So now Aditri, she is what all is she? I mean, she is engaged in what
We
kind?
are trying towards NIOS.
Mm,
I was very sure that this year to 2024 she will be writing her 10th. But I still feel that health wise she has to be there because there is
mm,
no rush for any kind of degree or any kind of
mm.
that is more important is that she stays healthy and happy.
Yes, yeah, that is more important.
It's priority. Then only I can
Mm.
pressurize her for something else.
Yes, yes.
So the basic things are done, and she let her enjoy her time as
Mm.
she can. Because if someone is happy, then only they can, also cooperate for something harder.
Mm.
That is one thing which we are thinking about, but nothing, not immediately. We are going to go for this NIOS. And the second thing is like she likes music very
Okay.
much. And but again, it is we don't know. We are not really pushing her for anything. For now, it is nothing we are doing. She can play
Mm.
song of, by her own sweet wish.
Okay.
So I'm happy with that, and she enjoys. Basically, she's
That's
having her fun time.
yeah, that's good. So you have a one more child, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I have a younger son.
youngest.
His younger brother, me.
Oh, how old is he? Like
He's
he's
13. He's 13 now.
13. So at home, like I say, what is the environment like? It's all like, does she act like a big sister or like it's
Yeah,
the
she's
other way around?
just like sister. Neil has to really try hard to convince her for something. She really doesn't. She doesn't give any kind of bow to him. Not that.
Acha.
He's taller, much taller, and he of course because he's a teenager, so he feels that he deserves
Ah,
more. But
ah.
Aditri doesn't. So there is
Okay.
this kind of thing going on, and I let it be because it is their own chemistry and interaction. I
Hmm.
don't interfere much unless it is required to. So have their own way. Of course, they are all of them are very very quiet kind of people.
Hmm.
All of us
Okay.
are actually. I think all of us are a little bit introverted, though it doesn't look like that. I know.
Hmm.
We all
So
are.
I would like to go back, like when Aditri was born,
Mhm.
and like your family, may how was the reaction? Like after
I
you
think
got her diagnosed, like
there was a
your
denial.
extended family also? How?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was denial, except for me. Nobody was ready to believe that, because she never looked like, that I don't know what is the meaning of looked like, but she never looked,
Okay.
I'm smiling right now, but that didn't help me at that time because I had a gut feeling, something is not right.
Hmm.
For the first time mother, but still I had this. So
Yeah.
it was a denial for a very, 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 very long time. And then suddenly there was an acceptance.
So
So
the use first acceptance came from you, and then like
I
you enrolled your family members. And
I had a
was it like that? Like,
oh my God, that what if I am correct? What
mm,
if, you know,
mm,
what about it? And then I used to get, shiver. I
mm,
used to get shiver through my spine
mm,
because everyone around me was saying, "No, no, you are wrong. How can you say that? Look at her. She's not talking, and it is because she is not getting the environment. You're living in Bangalore. It's
mm.
Canada everywhere." And I was like, everyone else is talking except for
Yes.
why? Why is that? But no
Mm,
had answer for that, and everyone was expecting me to have more patience, and that was something, it
mm,
really long time. Finally, it happened.
mm.
That
Yeah, so that like maybe 10, 15 years back, there that time there was not much
yeah,
awareness, and also like
also low.
uh kafi but even though you was living in Bangalore, that time also like there were not much what we say cases or awareness beneath her, and also
The kind of awareness what we have today, and even though the new parents will say that no, no, there is not much acceptance, but it is much more than at that time. You know,
mm,
definitely I would say because see the support group,
because
you
now also it's a long way we can say,
of course.
because there is a lot of
Our journey as special parents, special mothers, especially special mothers, we have harder journey.
mm,
It is very rewarding if you are looking for something, personal growth.
mm,
From outside, it will be very hard. For others, it will be very hard that, because a lot of freedom other parents have, and being in a nuclear family, I never had. But
mm,
just trust me that I don't regret now at this point of time when I have been through all those, process. I am not regretting a single moment being a special needs. It was
mm.
hard indeed. There is no doubt about
Yeah, you have certain like struggles, and there are some challenges. I mean,
that. Yeah, there will be
that's
because
how you.
if you are living away from your extended family, right? There will be no one to support you.
Mm,
And being a mother, you cannot even trust people. People
yes,
are very sad to say, we are people. We are people, right?
right.
Can we trust people? We cannot trust people. I,
Mm,
I myself, I find it very conflicting that we are people and we are talking about people, that people are not trustworthy. They are not nice. It is actually
yes.
bad.
Yeah,
But
this is like based on our experience, we make this
yes,
judgment like, हाँ, जो हो रहा है अभी
I
or
see when people say that, you should not judge, but there are things where you have to judge. You have to judge that the person standing in front of you will be able to take care of your child or not.
mm,
You have to judge because you cannot really trust, blindly, not at all. Special
yeah,
child is a special child. That's a fact.
mm, that's true. So, so after like you accepted, and also when you were like on track, like with, I mean, with all the like schooling and all that, like how did you, like, did you search for special schools or something, or?
When she was really young, preschool and all those. So she did go to
Mm,
Euro Kids and Kidsy and those kind of stuff. And then when the time came, again, it was extremely harsh. I think I lost some of my memory because of that incident. We wanted her to take admission to go to grade.
mm,
as usual, because there was no clear cut diagnosis, but the principal was so rude. I still haven't forgotten her face. Still haven't forgotten the name of the school.
In the first school which you went for
Yeah.
admission?
There was like they had the kidsy, they had the Euro kids. Like I don't even remember and I don't even bother to remember that what was in,
Mm-hmm.
something like this play school. And it was a regular progression that the child has completed senior KG, so she will go to grade one. But sadly, in very rude manner, she denied us admission. And it
But
really
like, did you tell her like she has some special needs or something,
no,
or you
that
didn't mention that?
Really, she was 5, 4.5, and so, and we didn't have any proper diagnosis yet. She
Mm-hmm.
was still under like because she was able to, she had toilet training, like a lot of things which other children of her age are expected to have, except for the verbal ability. I think
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things she had. So we were hoping, gradually, slowly, because as a parent, that's what you hope for. So, but then the principal was too rude, I will say. And I just request people, please don't be rude to special parents. You have no idea. They haven't asked, but they are doing their best. So I just want the other so-called neurotypical parents and neurotypical people, please don't be rude. I had a lot of incidents like this. So
Mm-hmm.
she denied, and then we were forced to go to for some kind of assessment. So
Mm-hmm.
it came out that yeah, she has autism and she's in ASD,
Okay.
Autism Spectrum Disorder. Then one other school gave us admission that she could write her exams in school and we can stay home for her learning. And I was teaching her. She was picking fast. Actually, there were like multiple choice questions, fill in the blanks. She was doing actually really really good. She scored 80%. I remember that and was so happy, and I was very hopeful that things can change.
Mm-hmm.
But then after 2 years, they also denied admission. I
Mm-hmm.
remember that I was crying, and when I came back, and my husband said, "No, let's move them." Then we moved to the area where the special school, one special school, was. Initially, it has become a business. The sad part is whether it is a special school,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the needs, special needs. So I don't know why there is a price tag for special needs. I think we should be considered, that we should be given some kind of
Mm-hmm.
amount and offers all the time. But instead, fee was very, very high. But still, my
Mm-hmm.
loves his daughter. So she is probably the first thing for him. So
Yeah.
he didn't even really literally wink eye or anything. He just agreed, yes, we are paying this, we are paying everything. I was dropping her to school. The bad thing was that my daughter was 8 9 at that time probably, and she knew her alphabets and everything, words also she knew, and they started again with the alphabets, and that discouraged me. That why they're doing that. They were doing
Mm-hmm.
so that we can be just demoralized, and I really hated this tactic. Ultimately, they started, the tactic just discouraged me and made me angry. And that is why I don't trust therapy and these kind of schools.
Mm-hmm.
They have delayed, tactic process because
Yes.
they want you to stick with them. They want you to be with them. They don't want you to, to progress.
Yes.
I actually realize there are very, very few people and very few schools in our country where they really mean the
Mm-hmm.
the benefit of the child. They don't, in my experience. So I pulled her out from that school, and she went to other school because she was a special parent herself, mother. So that was much better setting for my daughter. And then we moved to Pune. Sadly, the other school, which was very famous, which is very famous, it wasn't that good. Uh, I
Mm-hmm.
I felt that somewhere there was a strong, vibes of, that, oh my God, what she's doing kind of vibes. And I hated that, of course. I had to
Mm-hmm.
every day go and drop and stay for 4 to 5 hours on the road so that my daughter
Oh.
can go to school. It is, of course, in Pune. I'm not taking name because we should not take name.
Mm-hmm.
But then, thankfully, I think I got my prayers answered. Here, very close by, there is an Intervida Jagrati Kendra, and that is actually a really good school. They really support the child,
Okay.
and they helped us for UDID. They helped us for NIOS. Though, of course, we'll be we are moving. So again, that's a different
Mhm.
thing. So, but I would say
Sadly, like ultimately, it's very sad. Like the schools and even the we so-called like
yes,
special educators, they don't have empathy. So
no,
that's quite
very, very, very
yeah.
disappointing, very cold behavior. Like they will ask for
Mhm.
money, like it is really,
Hmm.
please. And we just have to pluck it and just
Yes.
to them. Please
And
understand.
even then, even though we give fees, then also they will not.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's like kind of penalty on
they
us.
will be the
It's
child will be treated
second
not treated that.
citizen,
Yeah.
class citizen, yes, or maybe even more
Hmm.
than that. That is the truth. That is the. I have seen parents, who don't want. They are sending the child to the special school, yet they don't want to accept and giving up
Hmm.
to themselves and the society that the child is little slow, thoda bhi dheere chal raha hai, will catch up.
Hmm.
That thing, that false hope is always there. I don't know why society wants it, why parents want it. I have no idea, but it does exist.
Hmm.
I know that. There are very few realistic people in this world who would like
Yes.
to face the reality of the situation. But I would suggest, like, parents should really go for the reality, instead of thinking that, oh my God, I'm a parent of a special needs child, because they don't
Hmm.
understand that how powerful this journey is going to make them. They
Hmm.
above and beyond all these facade the society has.
Hmm.
So I really am happy that I am a special parent. I am actually I come forward always that I am a special mother and my daughter has autism.
Hmm.
Even take a minute.
That's yeah. In a way, like you are educating or you are
Yeah, that is
advocating. Yeah, you are advocating. That's called
it
self-advocate. Yeah.
of a special parenting
Hmm.
champion.
That's what we. That's need of the hour.
Of
I
course,
mean, a lot of parents they hide this.
yes, they
I've
do.
seen they are still in that denial mode and so जब तक हम खुद नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेंगे अपने आई मीन बच्चे को
Yeah,
तो
accept.
why will an outsider accept so
Yes,
that's what like you should as a parent you yourself like acceptance comes from you first okay so
comes from
that's what a
others. I
strong
would say
point
this person should be
mm,
a mother,
yes, yes.
then definitely immediately should be father. And
जब तक हम लोग लाइक आई मीन ये बात छुपाएंगे तो लाइक लोगों को कैसे पता चलेगा
exactly,
we need our
ये दे रहे हैं
society to progress
exactly ये
yeah
खाने लायक बात है.
mm,
Thing is that the message, if we are hiding this, that my
yes
child is a special need child, we are
yeah
trying to send a message that this is something to be hidden. I don't
right
want to take it out, bring it out in the society, which is
mm,
shameful.
yes
ये shameful.
it's like we are treating it as a disease or you can say disorder when it is actually a way I mean it's like the child is unique he has some kind of yeah challenges and it's not that he is like we should totally cut him off from the society or
All are
in
not at
fact
all. I'm so
mm,
proud of that my daughter sits in the hall. So whoever enters, they will definitely see my daughter, and my daughter will see them. And
okay
actually, she has a great, I think, impression. So immediately, her reaction is my main thing that okay, how this person might be.
mm,
Because our children with autism or special needs in general, they are very intuitive because
mm.
that's how they function.
Can say their senses are more powerful like
Well,
yeah
yeah.
than a
Like,
neurotypical
so,
I
like,
think that since you have both you are parent to a neurotypical child as well as a special child, you must be knowing like kya hai, like what.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that bringing up a neurotypical child is harder.
Hmm.
As I tell my son that my daughter is son is better than you, and then he feels little okay,
Yeah.
really, and kind of things. But yes,
This era, like a teenage son is really
yeah,
very stressful to manage it.
it is hard. I don't know. Like yesterday, actually, I met a mother, and she asked me about my daughter that have you given any medicine for to your daughter? I said there is no medication for autism.
Hmm. Yes.
Her daughter is just 10, so I can understand her anxiety. But
Yes.
I tried my best in those few minutes that there is no medication, accept her as she is. That is the
Hmm.
best thing you can do. The moment
Yes.
you accept, this, it is no longer any kind of, the anxiety goes away.
Love and acceptance is the
Yes.
best medicine.
Yes. Acceptance and then the love follows. All
Hmm.
you get love from your child, and of course the kind of unconditional love special
Hmm.
children have, special needs people have.
Also respect. Also, we need to respect their,
It
I
is
mean,
it is
choices, their
just so pure.
space. Yeah.
It is just so
So.
it is like uncomparable. It is like there is not in a single, a thread of any kind of impurity. And
Hmm.
that's amazing. That has made me so better to understand. I understood love more because of my daughter.
Yes.
That how a pure love could be, you know.
Hmm.
That was
Hmm.
amazing. That's like I'm indebted
I
to her.
mean, pura, it's like transparency. That's what makes them beautiful, and the relationship, we can
Beautiful.
say, parent and a special child is totally, I mean, no words for that. So, okay, besides now, how do you go about like managing your work, and like what, uh, like there must be some challenges, but you are breaking those, like you can say the stereotype of just being a mom to a special, I mean, you are doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that, your work as.
For a long time, I wasn't doing anything. I think my
Hmm.
was going like around 9 years, and then I think God has been my guiding light, and
Hmm.
I I have just wished for it, and God has granted me, and I have followed all the things God is giving me. I have just followed, and I plan everything in my head that
Hmm.
this and this and then and this and this. So it's a kind of rehearsal, when you take a book and read before you go on stage. So I
Hmm.
have figured out like while I'm cooking and while I'm caring for things which I have to, which I love to. So I always keep thinking about those things as well. If it comes like, how do I plan about this? So I think I
Hmm.
keep planning all the time. Being a Virgo, I think it comes naturally
Hmm.
to me.
Okay. So also about like you have something, like I just I've seen your interviews and all, your lot of people you have interacted with. So anything you want to share about that, like about that experience, like how was the experience of knowing people and different people from different areas, like how was that experience?
It is very enriching because I am always here, Ria. I'm always here. Exactly
Hmm.
the position you are looking at me. I'm always here for most of my work.
Okay.
So sitting here and learning from people, I take each and everything as a learning experience.
Okay.
I learn the moment I observe that this is an opportunity to learn. I cannot say no to that. So, that motivates me to take interviews because all the guests, whether there were special parents or, doctors or, different people from different walks of life, I have interviewed, an author. There's so many people. I
Hmm.
interviewed a child recently.
Okay.
That interview will come on my channel because I want to understand what a teenager really thinks about themselves, and what they can
Okay.
communicate. because that helps me to understand. I'm really a natural learner of psychology because of
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand children's psychology. That helps you to bring them in
Yeah.
a way. So that uh, made me learn psychology, and I'm into going into slowly and steadily. I'm going into this line now.
Okay. So you are a very good storyteller, I believe.
I would,
So you have anything like
I would like
छोटा
to.
सा something which touched you? ऐसा कुछ story you can share?
Yeah, actually, I'm. There is another channel of mine,
Mm-hmm.
Growing Sanskriti, and this
Mm-hmm.
here I tell actually stories, and also if there is any kind of festival like Shivratri is there, so I'm going to talk about that. We had Saraswati Puja, so I read one just a poem dedicated to Ma Saraswati. So those
Mm-hmm.
kind of things I do. Recently, I'm actually reading a story, Aapka Banti,
Okay.
because a lot of people, nowadays uh, go for divorce, and that really hurts me. There is no other
Mm-hmm.
reason for that to hurt me, but somehow I feel that children are, badly affected.
Yeah.
So
Children
they,
suffer.
yes, they suffer the most. So the story was written, Aapka Banti by Manu Bhandari. It was written around almost 50 years ago now,
Mm-hmm.
and it explains it is narrated by Bunty.
Mm-hmm.
Things are getting separated, and
Mm-hmm.
how exactly he's feeling. Of course, nobody is watching it yet because I'm not putting it. So I just go live and read it. But that's an amazing story, and I really wish, because and there are some stories also on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very very heart touching story about
Okay.
a squirrel, and how the squirrel was got connected, attached to the author Mahadevi Verma. She was one amazing author. So I just, and of course, I write stories also, small poems.
Okay.
Eventually, eventually, I think it will come.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
right now, it is like, WIP, work in progress.
Yeah. अगर कुछ हम एक कुछ छोटा सा कविता आपको याद है तो आई मीन आपके
I
हाँ
was not prepared at all. So it was just long time ago when my daughter was really young. It was I compared her with a rabbit. No? एक खरगोश था, छोटा छोटा
अच्छा
दोस्त था. So it was a just sweet poem dedicated to her. So I keep making all these kind of uh,
हम्म
but
ओके
not as of now. Right now, I don't have anything prepared for that because I
ओके
was.
ठीक है we'll
Yeah, eventually will.
maybe yeah time later we can so also like about this what are your future something you have in mind
Yes,
your
yes.
future goals or
I have because I feel now very strongly for mental health because of
okay
my special journey as a mother, and also I know that people with autism, because my daughter's epilepsy, people with autism they can have other disorders also like bipolar, schizophrenia, and other so
mm-hmm.
many others. And they are
yeah
always anxious. They can be depressed, which we don't even know, and not just the children, the parents too.
right
So I am working on counseling. I will be a counselor soon, and I'll be offering my services too. So there are different tools by which we can figure it out. That will be launched soon. So mental health is my next goal.
okay
Work on effectively, very very effectively, and really help people who might be suffering from those kind of diseases like for
okay
example PTSD, that is post traumatic stress disorder.
mm.
There is a misconception about that is happens only in the soldiers. On the contrary, it can happen in anyone if there is some kind of traumatic event which your brain considered as traumatic event, and it takes around, if it stays like that, the same vision you are getting and same memories you are getting for more than 18 months, you're probably PTSD you are having. So these
okay
are the things I would like to spread awareness about, and
mm.
a lot of other things like depression. Everyone is having depression. Everyone, the kind of reactions we are seeing in the society, people are really not sensitive. They're very, very insensitive, and there are a lot of fakeness in the society.
Hmm.
They're not reality. They're like just moving away from reality, which is a kind of schizophrenia.
Yes.
These things should be addressed with a lot of sincerity and honesty, and
Hmm.
be not only addressed, it should be definitely taken care of by the family, by the person, him or herself.
Yes.
Because physical health is not enough.
Right.
We start from our brain. Who am I? I am my brain. If my brain changes somehow, I am not me. So why
Exactly. Yeah.
mental health? Why not mental health? Mental
Yeah.
health,
I mean, both should be equally like given weightage.
yes.
Mental.
And
Yeah.
there is so much stigma attached to, that even someone is depressed. Oh my God, you're depressed. It's depression. Come on.
Hmm.
I have broken leg. Do you talk about, oh my God, I have broken leg? No. You go to the doctor and get the thing,
Yeah.
everything.
You have to.
So
I
the
mean, what
approach,
declare? What do you say? Declaration.
exactly, accept,
Starts with like, yeah, okay, you are having some kind of, you're dealing with some mental trauma. So
right.
that should come first. Unless you don't declare it,
Yeah,
I mean, you cannot cure or you cannot come out of it. You
exactly.
need to, yeah, and
Acceptance is
then
the most important thing, whether it is, bringing up special children or our own mental health.
so again, now mental health, that is not something we have to hide. We have to come forward and like share it what you're going through, like whether
Yes.
it's depression or some kind of trauma or something. You have to share with your, you should have someone close, maybe your friend, not necessarily parents. Should have someone with whom you can share. So that's what I believe. That
Go to the counselor, and it should be easily accessible. Like we have doctors, right? Of course, the ratio is still,
अभी वो counseling का भी lot of people, they are, I think they are reluctant to go to a,
they are very,
हाँ, people
they
are,
it should be a real thing to happen, and like how in a developed country, that is the difference. You don't become developed because you have a lot of wealth around you. You become developed because you have health with you.
hmm,
And mental health is the important factor. Just see, if you just go by data, or just Google it, the people
हाँ,
in developed countries, they are much more in tune with their mental health. They go to therapy, they go to psychologists, they go to psychiatrists, and it's a normal thing to do.
so that accessibility होना चाहिए,
So,
like to a,
yeah, acceptance,
cons-
yes, I am going to the psychiatrist because I need that help. That should also
hmm,
be there. Otherwise,
yes.
nahi ho payega. So we have to be very, very, serious about this issue. Mental health,
Again, that counselor should be approachable,
yeah, yeah,
that he
true.
should be like he should be very inviting, or we can say like I don't know how you will portray, like कैसे, like you are a mental health counselor. What do you, I mean, how will you, I mean,
I
call yourself?
I am blessed with that people really like to talk to me.
Hmm.
I feel that it is a gift from God to me. So I am just going to, use my skills. I am learning to be a counselor, and I'll have my ways apart from the standard the therapies what is being offered. But I think I'll be a very good counselor for sure,
Hmm.
because talk is the most important thing. To be able to talk, to be able to communicate, and to able to
Hmm.
help people to talk.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah, I mean, you have to be like, you should have that warm personality.
yes,
Wherein, yeah,
yes.
I mean, I can see in that in you. So
Thank
I'm
you.
sure a lot of people will approach you, and
Yes, I hope so.
I mean, even your channel, the way you interact with people, it's that's really quite inspiring.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
mean,
so much.
so anything you want to share about, like maybe, I think
I
we
just
are,
uh, I think I
Like
just
some message for parents, maybe for special moms, any message for
I would say
being a senior parent.
senior parent, yes.
Yeah, so like what message would you like to give to the, I mean, the new parents whose kids are newly diagnosed? So anything you have in mind?
That that you have become a special needs parent for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Understand the call, the need. You need, this is a very special journey which you can have only when when you realize the power behind it. It is here the special needs children are here to transform you.
Mm,
They are not a burden at all.
right.
Feel a pride to have those children around you because they keep you happy. They keep you happy in a real way, not in a worldly way. Maybe I agree with that. If you are struggling, it is transforming you. If you are
Mm,
happy, you are being rewarded. So you have everything right there.
yes.
It may be hard, but then what is not hard in this life? I have never seen any life, throughout goody goody, and I don't think any
Yes.
life is bed of roses. And I think if I have a bed of roses, I'm sure there will be thorns, and I'm very happy.
Right.
So there is,
I
it is
mean, if there are no challenges, then life would be so boring, I feel.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's what I think. Yeah.
old stories, that a night in on a white night, huh? No, a night on white horse, right? Will come
Yeah.
take you and sweep you away off the feet, and then you'll have this, I don't know, life in castle. These are all false things. These are all wrong messages. Be real, be yourself, and special needs children are special gifts.
Right.
Don't just weep your way out of it. Enjoy them, please enjoy them, because they are just the treasures, just sheer
Yes.
treasure of happiness. That's what I
That's
would.
quite a powerful message. So I think it was very, I mean, I came to know more about you today. Like I didn't know so many things about you. So thank you so much for sharing, Abhilasha.
Thank you,
It
Ria.
was indeed a great pleasure talking to you.
Yes, yes, always same here.
For those moms who are listening to this, I mean, as Abhilasha said, like in your journey is like will be very what we say with your child, special child will be, I mean, will transform you, and the takeaway is just be strong, and like you'll see a lot of transformation in you, and there will be like a lot
Happiness.
of difference in your life, and you'll be like
Yes.
life will be like an adventure. I
And
mean,
if you are not happy, that
hmm,
you have not lived it with honesty. So please
right,
again look inside you.
yes, that's the takeaway.